My foot was loose in my shoe. I wasn't about to waste time taking it off, and I couldn't be falling over now. Damn laces. I could have sworn I'd tied a double knot before leaving. If Benedict were here, he'd have said I wasn't paying attention. He'd have been clear I wasn't doing things right, meaning his way. The only way, in his eyes. Oh, sure. He can think that all he likes, but there'll always be as many ways to do things as there's people on Earth. Never mind that. How long has it been since I let go of his hand? 1 minute? 2? When I stood up, he wasn't there anymore. I swung my arms all around to try to grab him. I called his name. I yelled as loud as I could, but all I got back was the whistling wind. I already had a mouthful of snow, and my head was spinning. I lost him, and I can't ever go back home. He wouldn't understand. He doesn't have all the facts. If he'd asked the right questions, if I'd answered him truthfully, he'd never have trusted me with the boy. He decided not to say a thing, keep up the charade, believe that I could do what he was asking me to do. And here all I'm doing is making things worse, adding to this hell. As if I could help it.
Benedict. Come to think of it, I'd say I could tell something was off. A bit like when you get the feeling of bugs buzzing by your ear, maybe. You swat at it, but it turns out it's an alarm. The alarm in your head, quiet as can be. It won't make you jump. There's just enough to keep you from a good night's sleep, though. So I didn't sleep much, and I bolted awake. Did I have a feeling right then, or was it only the draft coming in from below? I couldn't guess. I was so tired after those days checking the traps, stowing equipment, and getting ready before the bad weather comes. I've always been fond of storms. Right before them, especially. When you've got to gear up for everything. Seal all the gaps. Haul in enough wood to last a few days, and hunker down as best as you can. And then, once the storms come, I just curl up with the CB radio sputtering, a hot mug of coffee to warm my hands, and a fire kicking up a fuss. What with the snow and the wind coming down the chimney. I hear the house groaning and shifting like an old man. Sometimes I get it in my head it's talking to me, the way it likely talked to my old folks, and their own old folks before them. Generations and generations all the way back to the very first mayor who put down roots here. On land no tree could grow on, to prove that he knew something nature didn't. The house is still standing and I'm nice and warm inside, like a diamond in a box. Problem is, I'm all alone.